Long as I live.
Long as I live.
She not on that. Oh, you still 16? And trouble rise. I'll hasten to Y'all, Claudette was just singing I love the Lord. Maybe briefly. All right, Malachi, please. Please, Malachi, please. Would you like to? Girl, yeah, that'd be a nice little stack to start me off. I'm going to wait until a few people come on. I got to start over because this is like the same thing, but it's new. Anywho, thank you. All right, guys. So actually, I'm going fast now. I'm not even going to take too much time talking. I just don't feel like it anymore. So the bottom of the deck for this reading, let me just say it. Peace be unto you as my Father hath sent me. I was just saying that I feel like a lot of us are being called to peace at this time. We're wanting to find peace within ourselves. And we are bringers. We're bearers of peace. We are the peacemakers and keepers for that matter. Okay. All right. And we also are able to put other people at ease. That's the bottom of the deck for the words of encouraging words, or no, the encouraging words of Jesus deck. That's what it is. My bad. Bottom of the deck for the Romance Angels card that did come out today is Healing Family Issues. And it says, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And underneath that is the Attraction card. So I just low-key feel like that's about us learning and being, I think, compassionate and understanding towards our own parents, the things that they went through, even the things that we may feel that they put us through or whatever. It's also about learning how we had some of those same character traits that were passed down to us, maybe genetically or even just environmentally. And I feel like once we recognize that and admit that in our lives, then we'll be able to see exactly how our parents affected our relationships. I also just heard that a lot of people, your parents, like literally affected your relationship, whether it was a mother or a father figure or some type of guardian. They had a role in how some people's relationships ended, maybe even with how they began it or their began it. Oh my God, I meant to say began. But anyways, parents were involved in the connection somehow, okay? Overall energy for the basic tarot cards that came out were the 5 of Wands. And for me, this is always a spiritual battle for me card, but also that is a literal tug of war. I kind of feel like we were replaying whatever we saw happen even in our mom and dad's relationships. We kind of picked that up and we have carried that out in our own relationships, okay? And last but not least, the last card, which is coming from the deck that I used to clarify the traditional tarot meanings, we got the 3 of Swords here, okay? Before I hop in, I do want to say, and I see another message right underneath that. I feel like the way that some of us can come out of mental fogginess, out of confusion surrounding a situation that has matters of the heart connected to it, as well as our thoughts and everything. Whatever has our heart wrapped up into it, the way that we can come out of that is by practicing self-love, self-care, focusing on ourselves, and really just building and creating the type of life that we want to lead. That is going to assist us with gaining clarity where there was once fogginess behind a relationship. Okay. Before I go on any further, I'm going to say, you guys, if you're new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you do so. Also, whenever you hear something that resonates with you in this reading, make sure that you hit that like button as well. Okay. So moving on, we're going to hop into the reading. From the Encouraging Words of Jesus deck, the card that actually came out looks like this. And I always say that this is a card, this is a whole deck for manifestors, okay? So pay attention It says, if you have faith as the grain of mustard seed, very, 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 very small, you shall say unto this mountain, which I see as obstacles, you can say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove. Matthew 17 and 20. It's literally saying that all it takes to me, this is how I'm going to break it down. It literally takes a thought for you to say, you know what, this obstacle, I'm not going to let this stop me, or I'm not going to let this cause me to think any negativity towards something that I want to manifest, or towards something that I may have to overcome. I'm going to choose to think positive. I'm going to choose that what I want to occur will occur. I'm going to choose to believe that, choose to know that. Okay. And guess what? That power of your thought will work, period. Period. And I think that's something that we have to know. So when it comes to love relationships, even though this is a general reading, I do know that it's about love because we have the romance angels here, but it can apply to anything. This is a universal principle. Like whatever you believe in your mind, guys, whatever you choose to bind, whatever you choose to loose, that means whatever you choose to constrict and put away versus whatever you choose to allow to be manifested in your life, that's what it will be. So you better make up your mind and you better be clear about what you want. Because once you do that, whatever thoughts you have, boom, that's what it can be. Moving on. Don't want to take too long here today. The card that came out for the romance angels is playfulness. And this is what it says. To recapture. When I first saw this card, I feel as though there has been a level of heaviness or a level of seriousness in this connection, to the point to where it's like, because you guys have been overcoming really ancestral damage when it comes to healing family issues type shit. One of my other subscribers in the first live that I did on this Uber, she was talking about generational curses. This connection is going to assist in breaking generational curses. It really is. But it still is a matter of both people paying attention and recognizing, okay, you know, what energy am I carrying on from, oh, say my mom or my dad, that could be causing disruption in this connection? What am I so afraid of? What happened, Malachi? Y'all, Malachi's sleepy and he been crying all day. He been cutting up today too. You ask me. Not Annie's not too happy with him. Oh, don't do it, Jude. Don't do it. Long story short, there's been a level of seriousness and heaviness in the relationship. Okay. So Spirit is saying to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. I can't focus with you doing this. I can't focus with you doing this, bro. Girl, you ain't gotta apologize for your son. Your son needs to apologize for himself. Oh, that was good. Okay. Woo. I feel like when it comes to this connection, it has gotten really serious, really heavy, really dull, even. So, one of the ways that I feel like somebody is considering it, when I say somebody, I'm really thinking about, I'm feeling like the divine masculine guys may come in and he may bring this air of playfulness. And if it's not him, it could be that we just are light. Okay. When we, so now you're ready to talk to people. Come on, Malachi. Come on. You know what I'm ready for. I don't have time for his games today. I don't have time for his games today. He being wishy-washy. Anyway, you guys, this playfulness energy, I feel like this is what's about. Either it's coming in. This is my second card. So I kind of get the vibe that somebody in the connection, whether it is you or a cross watcher, I think somebody is realizing that they want joy. They want to have fun. They want to experience life instead of just going through it now. So I think that when you guys reconnect, like, don't be surprised, basically, if you get a message from somebody and they're flirting with you, because I also get the vibe of flirtation. Okay. I feel as though somebody is going to be playful. They're going to be in a more jovial mood. And ultimately, they're going to make something really light to the point to where you're going to remember, like, oh, like, I remember why I liked you. Now, I'm not saying that everybody's situation had playfulness in it, but that could be something that could really assist at this time of making things lighter. You know what I'm saying? For some of you guys, I think I'm literally hearing that some of us need to remember about friendship. Some of us need to remember that we are friends, or that we can be friends. Okay. So, yeah, recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. I don't know why, but the thought had came across my mind while I was literally walking, I think, in Walmart. And it was something about how, I don't know what this thought was in reference to, guys, but it was about how some of us, like, when we're going through ascension and maybe even manifestation, it could seem as if we're going backwards, as far as in our spirit. Like, when you start ascending, it's like your inner child begins to come out. And there are certain things that maybe life weighed you down, or the cares of life had you weighed down. So you were focused on things like work only, and family, and relationships, and obligation, right? And you started to lose your zest for life. You started to lose your joy. You started to lose the whole thing that make the spontaneity and things like that. You start to lose that. And then that's how you can get this, heaviness on you. But those who go through ascension, it's like you go backwards, at least spiritually. And what you do spiritually begins to show up on the outside. So some people begin to look younger. Some people begin to, and the way that you can look younger could be simply by the way that you begin to dress. Not saying to be all crazy and immodest and stuff like that, but when somebody feels young again, there's certain things, colors start to come into play. What you start to wear, it shows all of those things, and of course, a person's attitude. So I don't know why, but that's what came across my mind while I was walking. So some of you guys could be getting back into things that you wanted to do since you were children, and you could just feel your youth coming back. You can feel your belief in yourself coming back, because that's when a lot of kids, I mean, a lot of people believe in themselves more so when they're young. You don't know about opposition that much, and even if you experience it, it's like you still have this optimistic outlook on life. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it may not be everyone's situation, but playfulness came out. So I get the vibe that some people too stuffy. Shit, that could apply to me. We too stuffy. Lighten up. Lighten up. That's what I'm getting, okay? The next card that came out when it started to get into the tarot, we got the King of Cups coming out here. Second card that came out right after the King of Cups energy was the Seven of Pentacles. So I got the vibe that there is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces male. Doesn't have to be the case. It could just be a male who is finally addressing feelings, finally addressing emotions surrounding maybe a relationship or some form of a connection, whether it's with family, friends, or a romantic partner. And with this Seven of Pentacles, I really feel like this person is, either there's a pause in the person's life, or there's a pause in the connection. And they're really replaying some things, and they're going over, like, what did I want from this connection? What did I get from this connection? Was this really so bad? Okay. And that could be a male or a female that's doing that. But I feel like it could be heavy male energy, okay? With it being the King of Cups. So I'm like, okay, Spirit, I don't want to guess. So help me to clarify this King of Cups energy. Tell me the story that's going on here. What I got was the Nine of Cups, the Tower, and then I got the Ace of Cups here. So my vibe that I'm picking up is that there's somebody who's finally getting into their feelings, because at the beginning, this did not come out like this at first. Let me make sure to let you guys know. The Ace of Cups came out first, and then the Nine of Cups came out second, and then the Tower was the last card to come out. But what Spirit told me was to rearrange, because it's like I was supposed to read it from literally right to left. And so that's what got it in this order of the Nine of Cups, the Tower, and the Ace of Cups. And then the thought that came right to that is the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I don't know what that may mean for somebody who may come across this, but it is what I heard, okay, audibly. I feel as though somebody could have been guarded in the connection. They could have been more so content with themselves when they were originally involved with somebody. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Hey, Drew, I'm recording a live. No, it's okay. Uh-oh, I don't know what happened to my screen. What you say? No, you didn't. It's because something is going on where it starts to black out and stuff. But what's going on? I answered, so you go ahead and talk to me. Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to let Claudia know. She's cooking and stuff and getting ready to have them something to eat. Her little routine will usually be that they eat something and then they go to sleep. And she just prepared for the remainder of the day. She got to school and stuff. So I'll let her know that you want to build. We'll see what she says. And you know me, I'm usually open to that. I'm doing a live and I'll be finished like in the next few minutes. All right, I'll hit you up. Bye bye. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry I can't pause either. So somebody was being selfish in this connection. I feel like they felt that they were good by themselves, or that emotionally they were secure within themselves, which would, in a relationship, obviously, I don't feel like this is good energy for a relationship, is what I'm trying to say. If somebody is content within themselves and they're good within themselves, then, not saying, actually, I'm saying that wrong. That's not my point. I just kind of feel like they were closed off from the other person because they were maybe so good, or at least they felt that they were good. Okay. Also, this is about a wish fulfillment. This could also be about abundance. So I feel like something could have happened where a person was feeling like, oh, you know, I got what I wanted. But then something happens in the connection where there is a tower moment. Now, my first mind tells me that somebody was being selfish, and out of that selfishness came this tower moment. Somebody was content with themselves and content with where they were in life, even when they got into this connection. But then the love in this connection shook some shit up. There was a tug of war, there was a battle, a war maybe on the mind, or a war possibly even just on letting this other person in. And now, though, after this tower, now we've got the Ace of Cups. So now at the beginning, I'm closed off and I'm not really opening up to you, or I'm not really opening up and giving my heart. Then the tower moment happens. We have to break up, or the truth hits me that, hey, you must not really need nobody else in your life because you seem to be doing fine by yourself type shit, or you're not giving the other person in the connection really too much of anything because you're good and you're closed off. So that is a recipe for disaster, if you ask me. Hi, oh Lord, let me put my glasses on because I might have almost messed that up. Hi, Karen or Corinne. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. So the Nine of Cups energy is that Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. The Taurus could be Aries or Scorpio. And the Ace of Cups is also Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is definitely about emotions. This is definitely about love. This is definitely about even spiritual matters going on here, okay? So now this person is at this place where, like, oh no, like, I'm ready for a fresh new take on love. I'm ready for a new beginning with this love relationship. Could be the same union or it could be something brand new, but I do think that it is a union that they were in before. Okay. And the reason I say that is because once we got to the Seven of Pentacles, which is the pause card, which is the reflective card in a way, like, damn, moving forward. Because there's a pause right now. There could be a separation at this time where you guys might not be in communication. But somebody is trying to figure out, is this what I want? Or what do I want? Do I want to be in this connection? I feel like this is what has caused them to know I was selfish before. This is what has caused them to know I want a new, fresh start in love. What they're reflecting on could possibly be that they're done with an ex. They're done with trying to go and relive things from the past. They are done with going down memory lane. It also could be that they're done with dealing with things from their childhood. I'm done with allowing emotional fears and emotional triggers from my youth to control me, and keep me, I don't know, like, to myself. I'm tired of that. I want to create heaven on earth. I want to live the life that deep down in my soul I've always wanted to have. That means I want everything in balance. I want to be a part of this kingdom movement, this kingdom unit. That's what I feel. And this is what's making them come out of this energy. All things have passed away, and now there's time for something new. The magician card could be in the upright. I also feel like somebody wanting to manifest, somebody getting ready to walk in. I feel like somebody is ascending. Someone's ascending and they're outgrowing a past mindset. They're outgrowing past emotions. They're outgrowing a past union now. And now that union is in disharmony. It's upside down. They realize maybe that, you know what? I'm changing. And what used to be okay for me is simply not okay anymore. What I used to be able to vibe with, I'm not vibing with no more. Like, it's actually rubbing me the wrong way now. And this is the reason that they are going to be rushing back towards something else. On the table, these two cards are literally like facing one another. It's like this, where these two knights are rushing towards one another. I feel like somebody is finally going to take action. And I hate sometimes doing these readings because I promise it be seeming like it's the same thing over and over again. Somebody's returning to union, yada, yada, yada. But I can't change the message just because I feel like this ain't happening yet. Somebody is going to be offering a cup of love. Truth be told, these could also be some of those distractions that one of my subscribers was asking me to talk about that are coming in so quickly. Because maybe in the divine union right now, there's disharmony, there's separation, okay, as far as spiritually speaking and maybe even physically speaking. So you've got this knight that's rushing in talking about how he feels about you. And then you got this knight rushing in talking about the fact that they want to build something with you or that they want to take action with you in some kind of way. I feel like with both of these cards coming out, though, this was my second. So I feel like this one is what's motivating this one. Somebody has gotten an epiphany. Somebody is like, I'm tired of being broken up. Somebody has been dispatched. Somebody is being said, now it's time for you to go forth and make this happen. Now it's time for you to go forth and maybe apologize. Now it's time for you to go forth and talk about how you feel about this person. And in doing that, guys, it's what's going to bring clarity, revelation, balance, vindication. Somebody could be waiting on like these messages that are getting ready to come in. Somebody could have been waiting on them. Somebody could have been made to look like they're crazy. Somebody could have been made to look like, girl, or guy, you're just waiting on this person and ain't nothing about to change in this situation. But in my opinion, from what I can see, Spirit says, not so. And I'm about to show you. The Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands are both quick, fast acting energy. Fast acting energy. So I feel like, baby, I'm talking about somebody is leaving from one place and coming to another very quickly. And what they bring with them is clarity. What they bring with them is truth. What they bring with them is the whole story. The whole story that's going to set everybody straight. Not like, being attitudinal, but it's like all the truth is about to be revealed to the point to where for some people, it's going to prove that somebody was lying. For other people, it's going to prove that the whole time you were telling your whole truth. And if it's not that you were telling the truth, the things that Spirit was telling you about your situation were all true. And that is going to be vindication. After this vindication comes through, comes the happy family unit. Not just a happy family unit as in feelings and emotions, although that is definitely here. It's also that with this truth coming out, I feel like even with this person coming back to you and talking to you and making everything clear, baby, y'all gonna go into business together. This is to me the divine unions right now. This is what I feel like spirit is calling forth at this time. This is gonna be power couples. You're gonna be secure both emotionally and fiscally. When your divine partner comes into your life for either for the first time or again when they return to you, the return, it's coming. You guys are going to be set. I feel like the doors of heaven are literally swinging open. This is not having to worry about financial security because it's here. This is being able to have money set away, tucked away for your children. This is about inheritance. Also, some of you guys could receive an inheritance by whatever means that comes, whether it's because someone dies, a person who was older, in age dies and they left you something. It could be a house, it could be a car, it could be finances, but somebody could be getting ready to pass away to transition out of this world into the next. And if that's not the case, this is family businesses. This is minds coming together and building really real tangible results. I also feel like this is the end of financial and fiscal troubles or struggles, excuse me. So to me, that's great news. That's why I was saying this is good news, the gospel, whatever. That's the reading, you guys. I am done. I gotta go get me some food. I am hungry. I ain't hangry, but I feel like I could have almost been there. This is beautiful. I basically feel like any union that wasn't really the real union is crumbling. Period. There's no more holding on to it. It has to be released. And once it's released and dispatched to go where it's actually called to go and where it's supposed to go, it's on like popcorn. You heard what I said, Claudette. I said it's on like popcorn. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I am done. I'm finished. Finito. Oh, Claudia. So Drew was calling because he was saying that he wants to build with us some more and I guess talk more so about the possible business ideas and stuff that we was talking about. So I told him I would let you know so that if you can make